Table of the demerit point system. 7. Demerit points. Failing to remain at the scene of a collision. 6. Demerit points. Careless driving. Exceeding the speed limit by 50 km per hour or more. Racing. And failing to stop for a school bus. 5. Demerit points. Driver of bus failing to stop at unprotected railway crossing. 4. Demerit points. Exceeding speed limit by 30 km per hour to 49 km per hour. And following too closely, or tailgating. 3. Demerit points. Exceeding the speed limit by 16 to 29 km per hour. Driving through, around, or under a railway crossing barrier. Failing to yield the right of way. Failing to obey a stop sign, traffic light, or railway crossing signal. Failing to obey the directions of a police officer. Driving the wrong way on a divided road. Failing to report a collision with over $1,000 in damages or causing injury to a police officer. Improper driving where road is divided into lanes. Crowding the driver's seat. Going the wrong way on a one-way street. Driving or operating a vehicle on a closed road. Crossing a divided road where no proper crossing is provided. Improper passing. Improper use of high-occupancy vehicle lane. 2. Demerit points. Failing to lower headlight beam. Improper opening of a vehicle door. Prohibited turns. Towing people. Failing to obey signs. Failing to stop at a pedestrian crossing. Failing to share the road. Improper right turn. Improper left turn. Failing to signal. Unnecessary slow driving. Reversing on a divided high-speed road. Driver failing to wear a seat belt. Driver failing to ensure that a passenger weighing less than 23 kilograms is buckled into a seat belt or child safety seat. Driver failing to ensure passenger under 16 years wearing seat belt. Failing to lower headlight beam. Backing on a highway. Driver failing to ensure infant or child passenger is properly secured in an appropriate child restraint system or booster seat. Graduated licensing system. Before obtaining a full driver's license, the G license, all new drivers are required to complete the graduated licensing system. It is a two-step process that will take a minimum of 20 months. You have up to 5 years to complete the system, and it begins on the day that you pass the knowledge test. The graduated licensing system consists of 1 knowledge test and 2 road tests. The program is designed to allow new drivers of all ages to become familiar with the rules of the road. Class G1. Once you have passed the knowledge test, you will be considered a G1 driver. As a G1 driver, you must observe the following rules. Be accompanied by a fully licensed driver, who has at least 4 years of driving experience, or a licensed driving instructor, both of whom must have a blood alcohol level of less than 0.05%. The accompanying driver must be the only other person in the front seat. The number of passengers in the vehicle are limited to the number of working seat belts. You must have a 0 blood alcohol level while operating a vehicle. Refrain from driving between midnight to 5 a.m. Refrain from driving on Ontario's 400 series highways, expressways, and freeways, except when accompanied by an Ontario licensed driving instructor. This stage lasts for a minimum of 12 months before a new driver can take the G1 road test. It can be reduced to 8 months if you successfully pass a ministry-approved driver's education course. You may also be eligible for a reduction in insurance rates later on. Class G2. Once you have passed the G1 road test, you will be considered to have more experience and can drive on your own without an accompanying driver on any Ontario road at any time. However, there are still a few limitations while you are driving. You must still maintain a 0 blood alcohol level while driving. Limit the number of passengers in the vehicle to the number of working seat belts. New rules for teenage G2 drivers, effective September 1, 2005. These new rules apply between 5 a.m. If you are a teenage driver, In the first 6 months after receiving your G2 license, you are not allowed to carry more than one passenger whom is aged 19 or under. After 6 months with your G2 license and until you obtain your full G license or turn 20, you are allowed to carry up to 3 passengers aged 19 and under. Exemptions. These restrictions do not apply if you are accompanied by a fully licensed driver, with at least 4 years of driving experience, in the front seat, or if your young passengers are members of your immediate family. The Class G2 stage lasts for a minimum of 12 months before a new driver can attempt the G2 road test. If you are charged or convicted of breaking any of the conditions outlined as a G1 or G2 driver, your license will be suspended for 30 days. Once you pass the G2 road test, your license is upgraded to a G license, which is the full license. What if I don't finish the program in 5 years? If the student does not complete the G1 and G2 stage within the 5-year time frame, he or she must start over again from the beginning with the knowledge test. Vision test. Before taking your knowledge test, you will be required to take a vision test. You will be asked to look into a machine and read out the numbers that appear as well as the location of a flashing red light, either left or right side. Types of questions. The knowledge test consists of 40 multiple-choice questions, 20 questions on traffic signs and 20 questions on general driving knowledge. In total, you may not score more than 4 incorrect answers in each section in order to pass the test. Part A, Traffic Signs. Number 1. You must not make a U-turn. Number 2. Winding road. Number 3. This sign means no stopping. Number 4. Traffic signal ahead. Number 5. Road ahead is slippery when wet. Number 6. School zone sign. Number 7. Pavement narrows. Number 8. Intersection ahead. Number 9. Divided road ends, keep to the right. Number 10. Passing is not allowed. Number 11. Road ahead turns right, then turns left. Number 12. Stop sign ahead. Number 13. Permissive sign. Number 14. Keep out, do not enter. Number 15. This sign warns of road work operation ahead. Number 16. Red light camera at intersection. Number 17. Deer regularly cross, be alert for animals. Number 18. Truck entrance on the right side ahead. Number 19. No right turn on red. Number 20. Two-way left turn lane. Number 21. Keep right except to pass. This sign is a regulatory sign. Number 22. Yield. You must give the right of way. Number 23. Stop at all times. Number 24. You must not make a left turn. Number 25. Bicycle route. Number 26. Snowmobiles may use this road. Number 27. You may park in the designated area during the posted times. Number 28. No bicycles allowed on this road. Number 29. Do not block intersection. Number 30. This lane is reserved for specific types of vehicles during certain times and days such as buses, taxis, bicycles, and vehicles with more than 3 passengers. Number 31. Narrow bridge ahead. Number 32. Keep to the right of the traffic island. Number 33. Destination board. Number 34. Slow moving vehicle. Number 35. Do not drive straight through the intersection. Number 36. Parking is only for vehicles displaying a valid disabled person parking permit. Number 37. No pedestrians allowed. Number 38. This sign is only for picking up and dropping off passengers if you have a disabled person's permit. Number 39. Do not stand or stop in this area. Number 40. This lane is for bicycles only. Number 41. Keep to the right lane except when passing, for climbing lanes. Number 42. Road branching off ahead. Number 43. The side road at the intersection ahead does not have a clear view of traffic. Number 44. Prohibited sign. Number 45. Merge with traffic, two roads are equally responsible. Number 46. Paved surface ends ahead. Number 47. Bicycle crossing ahead. Number 48. Warns of a steep hill ahead. Number 49. Right lane ends. Number 50. Danger, sharp turn. Number 51. You are approaching a railroad crossing. Number 52. Speed changes ahead. Maximum speed of 50 km per hour ahead. Number 53. Arm pointing down. I am slowing or stopping. Number 54. Bumpy or uneven pavement ahead. Number 55. Arm pointing up. I am turning right. Number 56. Right lane must exit. You must exit if you remain in right-hand lane. Number 57. Share the road with oncoming traffic. Number 58. Watch for falling rocks. Number 59. There may be water flowing over the road. Number 60. A hidden school bus stop ahead, slow down, drive with extra caution, watch for children and school buses with flashing red lights. Number 61. Sign shows the maximum truck clearance height. Number 62. Snowmobiles cross this road. Number 63. No passing, here to crossing. Do not pass any vehicles within 30 meters of a pedestrian crossing. Number 64. A school crossing ahead, follow directions of the crossing guard or school safety patroller. Number 65. When a school bus arm swings out with red lights flashing, you must stop and you are prohibited from passing. Number 66. Maximum 40 km per hour when flashing. During school hours when the yellow lights are flashing, follow the speed limit shown. Number 67. 2 or more passengers must be in the vehicle to use this lane on the highway. Number 68. Hazard, the downward line indicates the side on which you may safely pass. Number 69. By wheelchair only or disabled person parking, handicap. Number 70. 2 separate roads by median ahead. Keep to the right. Number 71. Lane usage sign meaning right turn only. Number 72. Arm pointing to the left. I am turning left. Number 73. New driver. Number 74. Hospital. Number 75. Route to airport. Number 76. No idling. 3-minute idle limit. Not more than 3 minutes idling. Number 77. The bridge ahead lifts or swings to allow boats to pass. Part B, Rules of the Road. Number 1. In Ontario, is there a seatbelt law? The answer is yes. Number 2. If someone is tailgating you, what should you do? Move into another lane when it is safe to do so. Slow down slightly to increase the space in front of your car. Or pull over to let the tailgater pass. Number 3. Failing to stop for a school bus that is unloading passengers will cost you 6 demerit points and a fine of $1,000. Number 4. When a car is stopped to allow a pedestrian to cross the street at a marked crosswalk, you should not pass any car stopped to allow a pedestrian to cross. Number 5. When driving in heavy fog, you should use low beam headlights. Number 6. Never change lanes in traffic without giving proper signal and looking to make sure the move can be made safely. Number 7. What documents may a police officer require a motor vehicle to produce? If the motor vehicle is insured, show a liability insurance card. Show the motor vehicle ownership. And if he is operating a motor vehicle, show a valid driver's license. Number 8. Every accident must be reported to the police where there is personal injury or when the damage exceeds $1,000. Number 9. When lights are required, drivers must use lower beam headlights when following another vehicle within 60 meters, or 200 feet. Number 10. While traveling on a highway, the driver of a motor vehicle is not permitted to carry, in a house or boat trailer, persons or passengers. Number 11. When on streets designed for two-way traffic you hear the siren of an emergency vehicle, what does the law require you to do? Pull to the right as far as possible and stop. Number 12. Which of the following has the right of way over all others at an intersection when the signal light is green? Pedestrians crossing with a light has the right of way. Number 13. To what penalties is a driver liable who is convicted of driving while disqualified? A fine of $500 or imprisonment for 6 months or both. Impoundment of the motor vehicle being operated for 3 months. And an additional 6-month period of suspension of driving privilege. Number 14. When the traffic signal light facing you is red and you intend to go straight through the intersection, what must you do? Don't go straight when the traffic light is red. Stop. Proceed only when the signal turns green and when the way is clear. Number 15. If you are involved in a reportable accident, how soon must you make a report to your nearest provincial or municipal police officer? Report it at once. Number 16. If a traffic signal changes while a pedestrian is still in the street, which of the following has the right of way? The pedestrian has the right of way. Number 17. Unless otherwise posted, the maximum speed limit allowed in cities, town, villages, and built-up area is 50 km per hour. Number 18. At an intersection where there is a flashing amber, yellow, traffic light, you must slow down and proceed with caution. Number 19. Under what circumstances may a driver's license be cancelled? A driver's license can be cancelled for failure to attend a re-examination, for possession of an altered driver's license, and for failure to satisfactorily complete a driver re-examination. Number 20. As a Level 1, G1, driver, you must be accompanied by a Class G or higher licensed driver, who has the following driving experience more than 4 years. Number 21. As a Level 2, G2, driver, your alcohol level must not be over 0%. Number 22. Overdriving your headlights at night is dangerous because you cannot stop within the distance that you can see. Number 23. If you want to pass a motorcycle, you should pass just as you would with another car by changing lanes. Number 24. If you are a teenage driver aged 19 or under and in the first 6 months of receiving your G2 license, how many passengers are you allowed to carry between midnight and 5 a.m.? 1 passenger aged 19 or under between midnight and 5 a.m. No restrictions for passengers the age of 20 and over. Number 25. If you are a teenage driver with your G2 license for 6 months, and until you obtain your full G license or turn 20 years old, how many passengers are you allowed to carry between midnight and 5 a.m.? You are allowed to carry 3 passengers aged 19 or under between midnight and 5 a.m. No restrictions for passengers aged 20 and over. Number 26. A no parking sign at a certain location means you may not park your vehicle here. Number 27. In what position on the roadway must you be before making a left turn from a one-way road? Close to the left side of the roadway. Number 28. When lights are required, drivers are required to use low-beam headlights within 150 meters of the approach of another vehicle. Number 29. What insurance protection does the owner get who pays the uninsured motor vehicle fee? The owner will not get any insurance protection. Number 30. When approaching a railway crossing, at which an electrical or mechanical signal device is warning of the approach of a train, you must stop not less than 5 meters, or 15 feet, from the nearest trail. Number 31. Upon approaching a yield sign, what does the law require you to do? Slow down, stop if necessary, and yield the right of way. Number 32. When does the law require lights on vehicles to be turned on? Headlights should be turned on between half an hour before sunset, half an hour after sunrise, and at any other time you cannot see clearly for a distance of 150 meters. Number 33. A person whose driver's license is under suspension may not operate a motor vehicle under any conditions. Number 34. If the signal light changes from green to amber as you approach an intersection, what should you do? Stop. If a stop cannot be made safely, proceed with caution. Number 35. When a streetcar is stopped to take on or discharge passengers, where there is no safety zone, what does the law require you to do before passing the streetcar? Stop 2 meters behind the rearmost door where passengers are getting on or off, and proceed only when it is safe to do so. Number 36. On a roadway where traffic is moving in both directions, in what position must you be before making a left turn? Immediately to the right of the center line of the roadway. Number 37. Upon approaching a stop sign, a driver must stop, and when it is safe to do so, proceed. Number 38. You should under all conditions drive at speed, which will allow you to stop within a safe distance. Number 39. The Ministry of Transportation and Communications may suspend a license after a 9 demerit point interview, if a driver fails to give satisfactory reasons why their license should not be suspended. Number 40. A school bus, with red signal lights flashing, is stopped on a highway that has no median strip. What does the law require you to do when meeting or overtaking the bus? No overtaking the school bus. Stop until the bus proceeds or the signal lights are no longer flashing. Number 41. Which of the following penalties can be court impose on a person convicted of driving 50 km per hour or more over the speed limit? Suspension of license for 30 days. Number 42. Before moving your car from a parked position, you should check other traffic, signal, and pull from the curb when it is safe to do so. Number 43. Should your right wheels drop off the roadway, what is the best way to get back on the roadway? Take foot off gas pedal, steer back to the pavement when the vehicle has slowed. Number 44. When 15 or more demerit points have accumulated on a record, the driver's license is suspended automatically, and for 30 days from receipt of license. Number 45. When the driver of another vehicle is about to overtake and pass your vehicle, you must move to the right and allow such vehicle to pass. Number 46. When descending a steep hill, a good safe driving practice is to gear down and allow the engine to assist in braking. Number 47. A driver may be required to attend an interview and re-examination of his driving ability, when 9 demerit points have been accumulated. Number 48. When may you lend your driver's license? Never lend your driver's license. Number 49. When a red signal light with a green arrow is shown at an intersection, proceed with caution in the direction of the arrow, yielding the right of way to pedestrians and other traffic. Number 50. Are drivers responsible for their passengers buckling up? Drivers are responsible for passengers from 5 years up to 16 years to buckle up. Number 51. When it is safe to do so, passing other vehicles on the right side is permitted, when a street or highway has 2 or more lanes for traffic, in the direction you are traveling. Number 52. When a right turn against a red signal light is permitted, what does the law require you to do before entering the intersection and making the turn? Stop, signal, make the turn so as not to interfere with other traffic, including pedestrian. Yield the right of way. Number 53. A flashing green light at an intersection, where turns to the left and right are permitted, means you may turn to the left if the way is clear. You may turn to the right if the way is clear. And you may proceed straight through if the way is clear. Number 54. Under which of the following conditions is it dangerous and unlawful to make a U-turn? Upon a curve or on a hill where there is a clear view of less than 150 meters in either direction. On a railway crossing or within 30 meters of a railway crossing. Within 150 meters of a bridge, viaduct, or tunnel if driver's view is obstructed. Number 55. If you are involved in an accident in which someone is injured, you must report the accident at once to the nearest provincial or municipal police officer. Number 56. How soon after a licensed driver changes his or her name or address, is he or she required to notify the Ministry of Transportation? A driver is required to notify MTO within 6 days. Number 57. A flashing red signal light at an intersection means stop. Proceed only when it is safe to do so. Number 58. When entering a freeway, you should accelerate quickly to freeway speed and merge with freeway traffic. Number 59. A flashing blue light mounted on a motor vehicle indicates a snow plow or snow removal equipment. Number 60. When a truck becomes disabled on the highway, where the speed limit is in excess of 60 km per hour, flares or reflectors must be placed approximately what distance ahead of and to the rear of the disabled vehicle? About 30 meters. Number 61. When selling a motor vehicle to another person, you, the seller, should notify the Ministry of the change of ownership within 6 days of date of sale. Go with the buyer to a vehicle license issuing office to carry out the change of ownership. If selling the vehicle without a safety standards certificate, you must return the vehicle license plates and motor vehicle permit to a vehicle license issuing office and obtain an unfit vehicle permit in the buyer's name. Number 62. At 15 demerit points your license is suspended. After 30 days of suspension, the number of points on the driver's record is reduced to 7 points. Number 63. When approaching an intersection where a traffic signal lights is red and a policeman motions you to go through, you should obey the policeman's signal and go through at once. Number 64. Except when passing, what distance must be maintained between commercial vehicles, traveling in the same direction on the highway outside a city, town, or village? Maintain at least 60 meters behind commercial vehicles. Number 65. At what level of alcohol in the blood can you be convicted of being an impaired driver? Alcohol level of 0.08%. Number 66. If you are convicted of drinking and driving, you will lose your driver's license on the first offense for 6 months. Number 67. Unless otherwise posted, the maximum speed limit on the highway outside of a city, town, village, or built-up area, is 80 km per hour. Number 68. If you are driving and suddenly one of your tires blow out, you should concentrate on steering, take your foot off the gas pedal to slow down, and bring the vehicle to a stop off the road. Number 69. When a streetcar is stopped to pick up or discharge passengers, and there is a safety island, what does the law require you to do? Pass with caution. Number 70. When getting out of your car on a busy street, you should open your door using the Dutch method, and when you are sure that it can be done safely. Number 71. When exiting an expressway, you should give yourself plenty of time to move over to the lane closest to the exit. Slow down smoothly to the posted speed limit or to the prevailing speed on the exit ramp. Signal, and maintain your speed until you are off the ramp. Number 72. If two drivers enter an intersection from opposite directions at the same time, one going straight while the other is turning left, which vehicle has the right of way? The vehicle going straight has the right of way over the vehicle going left. Number 73. You should reduce your speed below the posted speed limits for which of the following reasons? Bad weather conditions. When approaching and crossing an intersection. And in rush hour with stop and go traffic conditions. Number 74. When approaching a sign that reads merging traffic, you must adjust your speed and position to avoid a collision with other vehicles. Number 75. Drivers who have vision restrictions noted on their driver's license must always wear glasses or contact lenses when driving. Number 76. If you are involved in an accident that was due to your use of a cellular phone while driving, you will be charged with careless driving and lose 6 demerit points. Number 77. Why is it necessary to look over your shoulder when changing lanes? It is important to look over your shoulder because there will always be a blind spot in the mirrors, no matter how you adjust them. Number 78. If your brakes fail, pump the brake pedal, apply the parking brake gently but firmly, and keep your hand on the release button of the parking brake. Number 79. The police have the right to stop any driver they suspect is impaired. If you refuse to take a breathalyzer test, your license will be suspended immediately for 90 days. Number 80. If you are driving and your cellular phone rings, what should you do? Let your voicemail service take the call and check your messages when you are parked. Number 81. Snow tires are good for winter driving. Number 82. Level 1 drivers, G1, must keep their blood alcohol level at 0%, and be accompanied by a Class G driver with a blood alcohol level of less than 0.05%. Number 83. You must report an accident to the police under what condition? Report the accident if the damage is over $1,000 and if someone has been hurt or killed. Number 84. As a Level 1 or Level 2 driver, you will have your license suspended if you collect 9 or more demerit points during a 2-year period. 60 days after suspension, your record will be reduced to 4 points. Number 85. Under the Highway Traffic Act, if you are convicted of driving while your license is suspended, assuming it is your offense, you will be fined between $1,000 to $5,000. Number 86. At night when you meet another vehicle with blinding bright lights, the safest thing to do is look slightly to the right-hand side. Number 87. When 2 cars reach an uncontrolled intersection at approximately the same time, the right-of-way should be given to the one approaching from the right. Number 88. In what lane of traffic should you drive when you intend to make a right-hand turn? Close to the right-hand side of the roadway. Number 89. When you are deciding whether or not to make a U-turn, your first consideration should be to check traffic regulations. Number 90. What is the only effective way to remove alcohol from your body? Allow your body time to get rid of the alcohol. Number 91. If you miss an expressway exit, what should you do? Go straight and exit at the next exit. Number 92. If you are involved in an accident and another person is injured, you should not move the injured person unnecessarily. Keep the injured person warm and administer first aid if possible. Number 93. Before leaving your car parked on a downgrade, you should turn your front wheels to the right, and set your parking brake. Number 94. It is more dangerous to drive at the maximum speed limit at night, than during daytime, because you cannot see as far ahead at night. Number 95. The broken center line on a roadway means you may pass if the way is clear. Number 96. How close to a fire hydrant may you legally park? About 3 meters. Number 97. Always keep well to the right, except when intending to overtake and pass another vehicle, or when you intend to make a left turn. Number 98. Parking lights may be used for parking only. Number 99. A solid center line on the roadway is on your side of a broken center line. What does the solid center line mean? It means that it is unsafe to overtake and pass. Number 100. The best way to stop quickly on a wet or icy roadway is to pump the brake until you come to a stop. Number 101. If you lose control of your vehicle and it goes off the road, you should grip the steering wheel firmly. Take your foot off the gas pedal to slow down and avoid heavy braking. When the vehicle is under control, steer back to the road. Number 102. Under the Criminal Code, if you are caught driving while your license is suspended, your vehicle will be impounded for 45 days. Number 103. When taking any medication, you should consult your doctor about the effects before driving. Number 104. What should you do if your vehicle becomes disabled on the highway? Park with all your four wheels off the traveled highway, if possible. Number 105. A defensive driver will consider what other drivers might do and is always prepared. Number 106. Which of the following hand and arm signals is correct for slowing or stopping? Arm out and down. Number 107. You are required to keep a safe distance behind the vehicle in front of you at 50 km an hour. You should keep at least 3 car lengths behind the other vehicle. Number 108. When driving a motor vehicle on the highway at night, you should use low beam headlights, dim lights, when meeting or following another vehicle. Number 109. What must a driver do before entering a highway from a private road or driveway? Yield right of way to all vehicles approaching on the highway. Number 110. Demerit points lost will remain on your record for a period of 2 years from the date of offense. Number 111. As a Level 1 or Level 2 driver, if you collect 9 or more points during a 2-year period, your license will be suspended for 60 days. Number 112. Highway 407 is an express toll route, a pay toll highway. Number 113. To get your vehicle out of a skid, you should first steer in the direction of the skid. Number 114. Most automobile skids are the result of driving too fast. Number 115. Roadways are most slippery on the first rain after a dry spell. Number 116. If you become very tired while driving, you should stop and rest. Number 117. Hydroplaning occurs during heavy rain when a vehicle's tires ride up above the water on the roadway. To help prevent hydroplaning, you should ensure that your tires on your vehicle have good tread depth. Ensure that the tires on the vehicle are inflated to the proper tire pressure. And reduce vehicle speed when driving in the rain. Number 118. The 2-second rule is used to determine if they are following at a safe distance. Number 119. When approaching a construction area, drivers should slow down and yield the right of way. Number 120. When are broken white lines, or dashes, used on streets and highways? White lines are used on a one-way street that has more than one lane of traffic moving in the same direction. Number 121. If you are approaching an intersection and the traffic lights are not working, you should treat it as a 4-way stop sign. Number 122. When approaching an intersection and you notice the roadway beyond the intersection is blocked with traffic, you should stop before entering the intersection and wait until traffic ahead moves on. Number 123. Level 1 and Level 2 drivers must have a blood alcohol level of 0 when driving. New drivers caught drinking and driving will be charged under the Criminal Code, and will get 30 days of suspension. Automatic transmission. An automatic transmission is an automobile gearbox, where the gear ratios will change automatically as the car or truck is moving, without the driver having to change the gears manually. The selector lever on a vehicle may have various options. P for parking. When in park, the vehicle will not move, so you should put it in this gear when starting the engine and removing your key. R for reverse. Reverse is used for backing up. N for neutral. Gears are disengaged in neutral, transmission unlocked, and vehicle can be pushed forwards or backwards. D for drive. Puts vehicle in forward motion, allows transmission to automatically shift from lowest to highest gear, with overdrive on if your vehicle has this feature. D3 and D2, stronger engine gear which is used for steep inclining or declining hills. Pre-driving habits. Before entering your vehicle, it is always good to do a quick circle check. Walk around your vehicle, checking your tires, see if there are objects in your path, leaks under your vehicle, and whether your lights are functioning properly. Make sure you have your license, proof of insurance and ownership. Correct stopping positions. When you see a stop sign, you must obey the sign and come to a complete stop. Depending on the type of intersection, you are required to stop at different places. Stop sign with a clearly marked solid line. Stop at the solid line. Stop sign at a crosswalk. Stop at the crosswalk. Stop sign at the sidewalk. Stop at the edge before the sidewalk. Stop sign and no crosswalk and no sidewalk. Stop at the edge of street. There are also intersections with multiple stop signs. The vehicle who stops first will be the first to go. If two vehicles stop at the same time, the vehicle on the right will have the right of way. Here are the various stop signs that you will see. 4-way stop, an intersection with 4 stop signs. 3-way stop, is a T intersection with 3 stop signs. All-way stop sign, all directions must stop. Blind spots and lane changes. Making safe lane changes are very important. There are areas of the road that cannot be seen when you are looking forward or just by using your mirrors, which we call blind spots. That is why it is important to check these areas by looking over your shoulder before making lane changes. How to change lanes to the left. Signal to the left. Check the rear view mirror. Check the left side mirror. Look over your left shoulder to see if there are any vehicles in your blind spot. If it is safe to do so, you may now switch to the left lane. How to change lanes to the right. Signal to the right. Check the rear view mirror. Check the right side mirror. Look over your right shoulder to see if there are any vehicles in your blind spot. If it is safe to do so, you may now switch to the right lane. Pavement lane markings. Pavement lane markings divide the road and can give you lots of information about when it is safe to pass another vehicle. Yellow line separate traffic going in opposite direction. White line separate traffic going in the same direction. Single broken yellow lines. If it is safe to do so, you may cross the broken line to pass the vehicle in front of you. Solid yellow line at the left of your lane. It is unsafe to pass and you may not cross the line. Two-way left turn lanes. Car A is coming from the side street and is going to a main street where there is a bus lane. Car A should avoid the bus lane when turning. Car B is coming from a main street and is going into a side street where there is a bus lane. Car B should use the bus lane when making the turn. Car C is coming from a side street and is going into a main street by making a left turn. Car C should avoid the two-way left turn lane and turn into the main street directly. Car D is coming from a main street and is going into a side street with a two-way left turn lane. Car D should turn into the two-way left turn lane first before making the left turn. Car E will make a normal right turn. 2-second rule on following distances. 40% of accidents involve rear-end collisions which are usually caused by following too closely or tailgating. It is important to follow a safe distance in the event the vehicle in front of you should suddenly stop. The 2-second rule can help you leave a cushion of space and avoid a collision. Simply select a fixed object on the road ahead of you such as a sign or tree. When the vehicle ahead of you passes that object, start counting for 2 seconds, by saying 1001, 1002. If you reached the object before you finished counting, you are following too closely. Slow down and begin counting again. If weather conditions are poor, you should increase your time to 4 or 5 seconds. Hand-over-hand steering. In North America, the proper steering style is hand-over-hand technique. This technique helps you turn with ease and helps you stay in control and respond quickly at all times. Defensive driving. A good driver is a defensive driver. You must realize that accidents may occur where it is not your fault. Being prepared and thinking ahead will help you avoid accidents and the mistakes of other drivers. Here are a few things you can do to be a defensive driver. Obey speed limits and signs. Do not overtake another vehicle beside you if you are within 30 meters of a crosswalk, as the vehicle may block your vision of pedestrians crossing. Adjust your driving appropriately based on weather and road conditions. Wear your seat belt. Use your horn when necessary and make eye contact with pedestrians and other drivers. Use the 2-second rule and keep a safe distance, especially from large vehicles and trucks. Watch the vehicle that is 2 cars ahead of you. Always think ahead and plan escape routes that you can go, and keep the 2 lanes beside you empty, just in case a vehicle suddenly stops or cuts you off. If an accident is evident, try to avoid head-on collisions and steer to the safest area possible. Always check traffic in all directions before entering an intersection. Always be alert and avoid driving when you are tired. Avoid driving in the blind spots of other vehicles, especially buses and trucks. Be prepared in the event a parked car opens their door when driving in the city. Pull over if you have to talk on your cell phone, eat or look at a map while driving. Avoid road rage. Be courteous to other drivers and allow others to pass by slowing and moving to the right lane. Traffic lights. Green light, flashing green light, yellow or amber light, single flashing yellow light, red light with green arrow. In a green light, you may proceed straight, make left turns, while watching for cars and pedestrians coming through the intersections because they have the right of way. You may also turn right, while being cautious of pedestrians and cyclists. Avoid blocking the intersection during times of heavy traffic. In a flashing green light, you have the right of way to go straight, make a left turn, and make a right turn. All other traffic including pedestrians will be facing a red light. In a yellow or amber lights, warns that the traffic signal is about to turn red. If it is safe for you to stop, then you should, otherwise, proceed through the intersection with caution. In a single flashing yellow light, you have the right of way, but you should proceed with caution while checking the right and left-hand sides of the intersection. Check your rear view mirror as well. In a red light with green arrow, if you are turning in the same direction as the arrow, you have the right of way. All other traffic may not proceed. In a red light with yellow arrow, if it is safe to stop, you should not make the turn, otherwise, continue making the turn with caution. In a red light, you cannot go through the intersection and should come to a complete stop behind the white line or crosswalk. In Ontario, you may make a right turn, unless otherwise specified, if the light is red. However, you must first make a complete stop and yield to any vehicles or pedestrians crossing the roadway. On a one-way to one-way street, you may make a left turn after making a complete stop and if it is safe to do so. In a single flashing red light, make a complete stop, treat it as a stop sign, and when if it is safe, you may proceed. In a flashing red light, the street light is out of order and you should come to a complete stop and treat the intersection as a stop sign or four-way stop. Day and nighttime driving. In sunny weather, it is best to protect your eyes by wearing sunglasses while driving and avoid looking directly at the sun. You should also use your vehicle's sun visor to block the sun. If entering a dark tunnel or underground parking garage, slow down to allow your eyes to adjust to the changing brightness levels. Ensure your windshield is clean at all times to reduce glare and increase visibility. Since visibility is reduced by 25% at night time, the chances of accidents occurring are higher. You should reduce your speed and exercise caution. If oncoming vehicles have their high beams on, avoid looking straight at the lights by looking to the right-hand side of the roadway. Always use your headlights during times of heavy fog, rain, and snow, or half an hour before sunset and half an hour after sunrise. You should also use your headlights when you cannot see at least 150 meters in front of you. Business and residential area driving. Business area driving may differ from regular roads as there are more entrances, pedestrians, and parked cars. Keeping your eyes moving and observing the traffic around you is the key. Keep an eye out for entrances, as cars may suddenly turn in or turn out of them. Be careful of parked cars on the side of the road as they may suddenly open their doors to exit. Maintain the proper speed limits and check your rear view mirror every 5 to 10 seconds. Check traffic in all directions before going into an intersection and avoid blocking the intersection when the street in front of you is blocked with traffic. Residential area driving. You should be extra careful when driving in residential areas as there are schools, kids playing and pedestrian crossings. Your eyes should scan from side to side checking entrances to schools and homes. Do not exceed the speed limit, check your mirrors every 5 to 10 seconds and be alert at all times. If there are no lane markings, keep to the center of the traveled part of the road, away from parked vehicles or pedestrians. How to make left and right turns. Making a left turn. Before approaching the intersection, keep to the left, making sure you check your mirrors, blind spot, and use your left turn signal. Slow down when you are entering the left turn lane. Check to see that it is legal and safe to make a left turn. Observe all points of the intersection including the left, center, and right for vehicles, pedestrians, and cyclists. If it is a red light, stop behind a white line. If the light is green, proceed 1/3 of the roadway, while keeping the steering wheel straight, and wait until the way is clear. Check your blind spot and proceed to make the left turn into the left-hand lane. Adjust your steering wheel to drive straight and then keep to the right lane when it is safe to do so. Making a right turn. Before approaching the intersection, keep to the right, making sure you check your mirrors, blind spot, and use your right turn signal. Slow down when you are entering the right turn lane. Check to see that it is legal and safe to make a right turn. Observe all points of the intersection including the left, center, and right for vehicles, pedestrians, and cyclists. If it is a red light, stop behind the white line. You may make the right turn if the way is clear of pedestrians and vehicles. If the light is green, you may make the right turn after checking for pedestrians and cyclists. Check your blind spot and proceed to make the right turn into the right-hand lane. Adjust your steering wheel to move forward and look far and ahead. 3-point turn. You would make a 3-point turn when you have to turn around in a narrow street, usually in a residential area. Before making a 3-point turn, you should ask yourself if it is legal and safe. Making a 3-point turn. Slow down, signal to the right and keep to the far right side of the road and then come to a complete stop. Signal to the left, check your rear view mirror for vehicles, check your left blind spot, check for oncoming traffic and turn your steering wheel to the left. Once it is clear, slowly move to the left. Carefully move to the other side of the roadway, stopping while being 2 to 3 feet away from the left curb. Signal to the right and put your vehicle in reverse gear. Check around your vehicle for pedestrians and other vehicles and turn your steering wheel all the way to the right. Slowly back up. Stop when you reach the other side of the road. Put your vehicle on drive, signal to the left and turn your steering wheel to the left. When it is safe to do so, move forward while straightening your steering wheel once you are in the lane and continue to drive straight, always following the speed limit. Important to remember while doing the 3-point turn. When reversing or moving forward in a 3-point turn, you should move slowly. When turning your steering wheel, you should do it in a swift motion using the hand-over-hand technique. Avoid stopping abruptly. Always check for traffic and pedestrians carefully before moving. Turning signals are left, then right, then left. 90-degree angle parking or perpendicular parking, back in and drive in. Back in parking, on the left side. Signal to the left. Straighten your vehicle and align your rear bumper to the edge of car A and stop. Your vehicle should be approximately 5 feet from car A. Look around your vehicle, check your rear view mirror and look behind you for any vehicles or pedestrians. Put your vehicle in reverse and turn your steering wheel all the way to the left. When it is safe to do so, slowly reverse into the space and stop when your vehicle is parallel to car A. You may pull your vehicle forward to adjust the angle if necessary. Straighten your steering wheel and slowly back into the spot and again check around your vehicle. Stop when your vehicle is fully in the parking space. Put your vehicle in park and set your braking brake. Important to remember, when reversing, do not use your mirrors alone to guide you. Turn your head back to check for traffic as well. Drive in or head in, on right. When you find a parking spot, slow down. Keep as far as possible to the left-hand side of the road. Signal to the right, check your blind spot. When it is safe to proceed, turn your steering wheel to the right and turn into the spot using the hand-over-hand technique. Straighten your steering wheel once you are parallel with the adjacent cars. Proceed forward and stop once your vehicle is fully in the parking spot. Put your vehicle in park and set your parking brake. Important to remember, if you are close to the adjacent cars, back up in a straight line and adjust your parking. Parallel parking. Parallel parking is considered to be one of the most challenging skills to learn for a new driver. You will need to parallel park in downtown areas where parking is relatively scarce. Parallel parking means that you will be parallel with the curb and your front bumper will be facing the back bumper of the car in front of you in a line. Once you find a spot to park in, follow the steps below. Observe the traffic around you, signal right and slow down as you approach the spot. Stop beside the vehicle in front of the parking spot and allow approximately 2 feet between your vehicle and the adjacent car. Your rear bumper and adjacent car's rear bumper should be lined up. Put your vehicle in reverse gear. Using your mirrors, turn your head to check your left blind spot and the areas around your vehicle. Once the way is clear, turn your steering wheel all the way towards the right. Slowly reverse, while turning your head to see behind you. Stop your vehicle when your car is in a 45-degree angle to the parking spot. Continue backing up slowly while gradually turning your steering wheel all the way to the left. Once your vehicle is in the spot, move forward to allow for the vehicles around you to get out or until you are in the middle of the spot. Put your vehicle in park and set the parking brake. Important to remember. Your vehicle should not be more than 1 foot away from the curb and your tires should not touch the curb. When pulling out of the spot, remember to signal, check your blind spots and only pull out when it is safe to do so. One-way streets. The flow of traffic is in only one direction on a one-way street. Here are a few ways to tell if a street is a one-way. There is no yellow line in the middle that divides the road. One-way signs are usually found at the beginning and at the end of each intersection on both sides of the roadway. Parked cars are all facing the same direction on both sides of the roadway. The end of a one-way street will have a "Do Not Enter" sign. Stop signs can be found on both sides of the roadway facing the same direction. Street signs such as "No Stopping" or speed limits are posted on both sides of the roadway and are also facing the same direction. If there are multiple lanes, vehicles may pass you on the left-hand side of the roadway. Entering and exiting one-way streets. From a two-way traffic to a one-way traffic, while entering. Car A making a left turn must turn into the left-hand side of the one-way street. Car B making a right turn must turn into the right-hand side of the one-way street. Driving on a one-way street, always keep to the right-hand side. From one-way traffic to two-way traffic, while exiting. Car D making a left-hand turn will keep to the left-hand side of the one-way street and when it is safe to do so, will proceed with making a left turn. Car E making a right-hand turn will keep to the right-hand side of the one-way street and when it is safe to do so, will proceed with making a right turn. One-way to a one-way street. Making a left-hand turn. Car A will move to the left-hand side of the roadway, make the left turn into the left-hand side of the other one-way street. When it is safe, keep to the right-hand side of the roadway. Making a right-hand turn. Car B will move to the right-hand side of the roadway, make the right turn into the right-hand side of the other one-way street. Parking on a hill. Uphill parking with curb. Turn your front wheel all the way to the left and set your parking brake. Downhill parking with curb. Turn your front wheel all the way to the right and set your parking brake. Uphill and downhill parking without curb. Turn your front wheel all the way to the right and set your parking brake. Uphill parking with curb, front wheels to the left. Uphill parking without curb, front wheels to the right. Downhill parking with curb, front wheels to the right. Downhill parking without curb, front wheels to the right. The reason why we turn our front wheels when parking on a hill is to prevent the car from rolling into traffic in the event the car's parking brakes fail. You must also remember to park close to the curb as possible, otherwise, this technique will not work. Roadside stops. If you plan to stop on the side of a roadway, slow down and check the area around you for pedestrians, including your blind spots. Locate a safe place for your vehicle to stop. Avoid blocking driveways or entrances. The following steps should be followed. Signal to the right. Slowly pull your vehicle to the right and park your vehicle so that you are parallel with the curb, no more than 1 foot away. Turn your right turn signal off and then turn on your 4-way flashing lights. Place your vehicle in park and apply the parking brake. Turn off your engine. Pulling out from a roadside stop. Start your engine. Put on drive and release the parking brake. Check your mirror for traffic. Turn off your 4-way signals and signal to the left. Check your mirrors again and your blind spot. When it is safe to do so, gradually pull into the lane and turn off your left turn signal when you are fully in the lane. Increase your speed and do not exceed the posted speed limit. Where should I stop? School bus with flashing red lights and stop arm that swings out. Stop at least 20 meters from the back of the bus. Railway crossing. Stop at least 5 meters from the track if a train is approaching. Streetcars with passengers getting on or off, and there is no safety island. Stop at least 2 meters from the rear door. Fire hydrant. You may not park within 3 meters of a fire hydrant, even parallel to it. Expressway driving, entering and exiting. Large expressways link cities to each other and span from province to province. There are at least 2 lanes going in the same direction on an expressway. There are lanes for entering the expressway and other lanes for exiting the expressway. Speed limits are usually between 80 to 100 km per hour, unless otherwise posted. While driving on expressways, you should be extra careful and alert at all times just in case you need to react quickly. Entering the expressway. When entering the expressway, you should pay careful attention at the ramp speed. Ensure you keep a safe distance from the vehicles in front of you and reduce your speed further during adverse weather conditions. Pay attention to the vehicles behind and around you as well. Once you reach the acceleration lane, signal to the left and begin accelerating to a speed with the flow of traffic. Watch for vehicles on the expressway by checking your mirrors and your blind spot. When you have nearly reached the end of the acceleration lane and the way is clear, switch lanes and cancel your signal. Avoid switching lanes too early from the acceleration lane, as drivers on the expressway may need time to adjust their speeds to allow you to enter their lane. Continue at the expressway's stated speed limit. Driving on the expressway. Always keep both hands on the steering wheel. Look ahead to where you are going to be in the next 15 to 20 seconds, or as far ahead as you can see when you are traveling at a faster speed. Constantly check the traffic and your rear view mirror every 5 to 10 seconds. Allow 3 to 4 seconds between you and the vehicle in front of you. When you change lanes, ensure you signal and check your blind spot first. If you happen to be following a bus or truck, avoid staying in their blind spots for prolonged periods of time. If there is more than one lane, stay to the right and use the far left lane for passing only. Be patient when weather conditions or visibility is poor or there is traffic ahead of you. Reduce your speed and be courteous to other drivers. Exiting the expressway. Check the traffic conditions around you and determine which lanes are used for exiting the expressway. If you are exiting from the right, keep to the right-hand side of the expressway. Check your rear view mirrors and signal to the right. Check your blind spot, and when the way is clear, change into the exit lane. You should enter the exit lane when it begins. Once your vehicle is fully in the exit lane, begin to reduce your speed. Avoid entering the exit lane at the last moment. Pay attention to the ramp speed and reduce your speed accordingly. Do not drive too closely to the vehicles in front of you. Look out for yield signs or lane merges ahead. Once you are back on local traffic, watch for pedestrians and posted speed limits. Things to do before the winter season begins. Bring your vehicle in for a tune-up and have them check your vehicle. Use 5W30 motor oil, a lighter form of motor oil, and change your car's coolant, at least every 2 years. Use snow tires and change them well before the first snowfall. They are highly recommended as they will prevent skidding and keep you in control of your vehicle. Many winter accidents are caused by drivers who are using their summer tires. Check your tire tread, pressure, and don't forget to do the same for your spare tire. Ensure the battery is in good condition. Your car needs more power to start your engine when temperatures are cold. A battery in poor condition may leave you stranded in winter months. Keep battery terminals clean, tight, free of corrosion, and dry. Always carry a first aid kit, ice scraper, and brush, extra windshield washing fluid, for -40°C, gloves, blanket, flashlight, jumper cables, bag of sand, for adding traction in case your vehicle gets stuck in the snow, shovel, and cell phone. Change your windshield wipers, front and rear, when necessary, and constantly check your windshield fluid levels. Keeping your windshields clear and visible will help prevent accidents. Starting your vehicles in the winter time. Clear your vehicle of all ice and snow, especially on all windows, headlights, and license plate. Don't forget to brush off the snow on the roof of your car as well. Unless the weather is below freezing, you do not need to warm up your vehicle. If the temperature is below freezing, you can warm up your car for a few minutes, but driving slowly for the few minutes would be just as effective. Skid control. In the case your vehicle begins to skid, do not panic, release your foot from the gas pedal and do not step on the brake abruptly. If the rear of your vehicle is skidding to the right, turn your steering wheel to the right. If the rear of your vehicle is skidding to the left, turn your steering wheel to the left. Once you have regained control, straighten your steering wheel and continue driving normally. If you need to slow down or stop on icy roads, apply pressure on the brake gently and avoid making sudden stops, especially on turns. Keep an even greater distance to the vehicle in front of you. What you can do if you get stuck in the snow. Use a shovel to clear any snow or ice that may be blocking your tires. Place a car mat under the wheels that are slipping and use low gear to move forward. Have someone push the vehicle from behind if possible. Use sand or salt under your tires to increase traction. Repeating the motion of moving your vehicle forward and then backwards can also help you when you are stuck. Ensure you are fully stopped before switching from drive to reverse, or vice versa, as damage to your transmission will occur if you do not. Avoid allowing your wheels to spin on the same spot. Ice will form and make it even more difficult for you to get out. If you happen to be stranded in your vehicle or you are waiting for a tow truck for a prolonged period of time, start your engine every hour for 10 minutes to keep your car warm and your battery recharged. Open your window slightly to allow fresh air into the vehicle. Make sure your exhaust pipe is not blocked by the snow, as carbon monoxide will enter your vehicle. Long trips. Plan your route with maps and check weather report before leaving. Notify your friends or family when you expect to arrive. What to do if you are involved in an accident. Most accidents are caused by drivers who were driving too fast. However, there are other reasons why accidents may occur. Some other reasons are lack of experience or knowledge of the rules of the road, lack of concentration, did not give right of way to others, poor weather conditions, or poor car maintenance. Serious accidents can cause severe injury or cost you or someone else their life. Many accidents can be avoided with a little common sense and just slowing down. However, if you are involved in an accident where the damage exceeds $1,000 or there is personal injury, you must report this to the police immediately. If the damage is under $1,000 and no one has been hurt, you may settle this on your own. Accidents may involve further legal action against you. To protect yourself, it is a good idea to write down as much information as possible. Here are a few steps you should follow. Stop your car, turn off your engine and turn on your four-way flashing signals. Wait until it is safe to exit your vehicle and leave your vehicle where it is until police arrive. If someone is hurt, call the police and/or ambulance as soon as possible. Stay calm, write down the other vehicle or vehicle's license plate, year, make, model, and color. Also note how many passengers are in the vehicle and if anyone is injured. Ask the other drivers to see their driver's license, write down their names, address, driver license number, and phone number as well. You should also get the driver's insurance policy and write down the insurance company's name, policy number, and telephone number. Get the contact information of witnesses just in case you need it. Draw a small map of the roadway or intersection of the accident. Make sure you write down the speed limits, road conditions, directions of traffic, and what damages were caused by the accident. Also include if there are any traffic lights, tire marks left on the road, or other road signs. Write down the weather conditions, such as snowstorm, raining, as well as if there was heavy traffic or construction. When the police officer arrives, answer any question he or she may have. Write down the officer's badge number, name, police station, and phone number, just in case you need to contact the officer in the future. If someone is badly hurt, they may go into shock. Find a blanket or jacket to keep them warm. If bleeding occurs, use a clean cloth and apply pressure. If it is possible, write down their name, hospital they are going to, as well as their address and contact information. Notify your insurance company and/or lawyer as soon as possible. If necessary, call a tow truck and let them know where you should like your vehicle towed to. If your accident occurs on a highway, avoid stopping in the middle of the highway and pull your vehicle to the side in a safe location where you can wait until the police arrive. Try not to stay in your car if you are in a dangerous area. Turn on your four-way flashing lights or open your front hood so that other drivers can see you. If you are in a rural area where a police office cannot be located, you must report your accident within 24 hours to the nearest police or OPP station. Car care. Taking care of your vehicle by bringing it in for service regularly will greatly prolong your vehicle's life and can reduce larger unnecessary repair bills in the future. To keep your vehicle in good shape, there are things you can do. Regularly check all lights, check motor oil level, check your radiator level, check your tire pressure, and wash your car. Check every 2 months the battery condition, check the brake fluid, check the power steering fluid, check the transmission fluid, check the exhaust system, and look for leaking hoses and the condition of the belts.